everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. I don't know how long this is going to be, hopefully not that long, but anywho, in today's video I wanted to read 3 books to complete 2 of my reading challenges for the end of the year. I do have some others that I'm not going to complete just because it takes more effort, but there's 2 that I can complete quite easily. Well, not easily, I need to read 3 books, but anywho, the first is my Read the Rainbow, and the only colour I've got left for a cover is lime green, and I've only got like actually a little bit left of this, but I will explain what it's about anyway, just because I thought, why not? It's a reading vlog. This is Beast in the Shadows by Edogawa Rampo. This is translated from Japanese by Ian Hughes, and that shall fulfill that prompt, and then I will have completed Reading the Rainbow. And then these 2 are for my book bingo. I've got a 1999 release, so a book that was published in the year I was born, and I was looking, I did not know what on earth I could read, but this book, The World's Wife by Carol Ann Duffy, as a poetry collection, was published in 1999, and I already had it, so I was like, yes, thank you very, very much, I'm going to be reading that. I started it a little bit today whilst I was out, and I'm going to talk more about that after. And then the other one is a 600-page plus book, and is this cheating? Not really, because it is still a book and I can log it, and it is over 600 pages, but I plan to read One Piece volume 1, 2 and 3 in this, like, I can't remember what they're called now when they bundle it together, but whatever that's called. And this is, I believe, like 600 and like literally 602 pages, so it fits the bill. Next year, if I put this on my book bingo, I'm going to try and maybe specify that it has to be an actual like novel or something. But all I did was 600-page plus book, and this is a 600-page plus book. Yeah, I will come back to you soon when I finished it, which hopefully should be tonight. So see you in a couple seconds. Hey, it's so cold. But last night I did actually end up finishing Beast in the Shadows, and then I just sort of like left it on the side and didn't really think about it. Then today I finished reading The World's Wife, so I thought I'd just quickly do a little book review of both of these before going on to One Piece. So this follows like a detective, like crime writer guy, and he becomes friends with this like housewife, Shizuko, and basically there's just like they start writing letters to each other, and then afterwards she comes to him saying that she's been receiving these like threatening letters from like an old like boyfriend in like years before, and he is apparently using the pseudonym of this other like crime writer, Oi Shunde, and this writer writes very like aggressive, like violent fiction. And anywho, in the letters they're basically saying that they want to take vengeance on her because she like didn't reciprocate the love, and she's like married now to this new guy, and he's basically like, if I can't live a good life, then neither are you, Shizuko. So yeah, that's basically the plot. I'm not going to say any more about the plot because obviously it's going to spoil it if anyone wants to read this. I didn't mind it. I thought it was very, very intriguing, like the first like 40-ish%, but then it just started like going downhill and downhill, and in the end I didn't really like this book. I think I'm probably going to give it 3 stars. I feel like if I'm being a bit more harsher, maybe like a 2.5, but I'll probably give it 3 in the end. And yeah, I don't think I'm really that interested in reading any more books by Edogawa Rampo. And yeah, I just don't understand why so many East Asian books have to have suicide in them. And again, in here, it is not it's not portrayed like well at all, like the reasoning for it and stuff. I just no, not for me. And yeah, I didn't really like the story, and I personally wouldn't recommend it, but you might. And it was still intriguing to some extent, but yeah. Anyway, that is Lime done with. So I finished that challenge. Thank you very much. And then today, like I said, I finished reading The Whale's Wife by Carol Ann Duffy. This is a poetry collection basically about different famous women from mythology and like history. And it's sort of like famous women, so like Circe, for example, or Medusa, but it's also like the imagined wives of famous like men from history and myths. For example, Mrs. Aesop or Anne Hathaway. But there's also like female versions of famous men as well. For example, Queen Herod or Queen Kong. So yeah, and they're all like poems. Most of them are about like 1 to 3 pages long. I did like this collection as a whole. Obviously there was some more than others in it. Overall, I think it's probably about a 4-star read for me. My favourites were let me quickly look at the contents page just so I can let you know. I would probably say my favorites was the Cray sisters, and 2 of the shorter ones that were my favorites was Mrs. Darwin, which I'll just quickly read out. So 7th of April 1852, we went to the zoo. I said to him, something about that chimpanzee over there reminds me of you. I know, that one was quite funny. Also Medusa was a very good one. I like that. And also Circe. Oh my god, the Circe one, because I know the myth now, because I read Circe earlier this year by Madeline Miller, and that book is really, really good. And I really understood sort of like what it was like happening. So I guess some of the other ones that if you didn't exactly know like the actual myth surrounding it, you might not get, which is the same for me with some of them. But yeah, and then another short one that I liked just as I got to it was Mrs. Icarus. I'm not the first or the last to stand on a hillock watching the man she married prove to the world he's a total, utter, absolute grade A pillock. So yeah, I think what is very good is that she infuses humor and just a brutal honesty and rawness into the poems, and they sort of like make fun of these men of history, but there's also other like meanings and undertones and subtleties that I think she interweaves very well. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to read more by Carol Ann Duffy because it's the first work I've ever read by hers. And yeah, also this cover is exquisitely beautiful. So yeah, I would definitely recommend giving this a read. And yeah, see you soon for an update on One Piece. Hey, so I have finished volume 1 of the omnibus, that's what it's called. So I'm like a third through it now, but it is currently like 3:30 a.m. And I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep, and tomorrow is the 31st, so hopefully I can get the second 2 volumes read tomorrow. But basically what this is about is we're following Monkey D. Luffy, but everyone just calls him Luffy, who is this character here. It starts with him like he has a little boy and he eats the gum fruit, which basically means that his like whole body is like rubber, but he can't swim and he wants to be the king of the pirates. So that's his like dream, and then like it goes forward like 10 years and he's like set sail, and it's just basically like him trying to like get a crew and just like follow his dream. And also we meet another character called Kobe, and he is so adorable, and he has a dream of like going to like the navy and stuff. So they like go to this like other like island place where the navy is, and there they meet Roanoa Zolo. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he dreams of becoming the best swordsman in the world. And this, like, the little, like, origin story about why he wants that was honestly, like, it was so emotional. Actually, yeah, I'll say it. Basically, so him and this other girl, when he was younger, would, like, fight, like, with, like, these wooden swords, and she would, like, win, like, every single time. But because she's a girl, she's like, I'm not going to be as strong for always, and I'm not going to have the ability to become the best swordsman in the world. So they make sort of like a pact to that one of them will become the best in the world, and they'll fight later. So yes, that's what I'm saying about that. And I love that. It was so cute. Her name was Kuina. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, it ended on like a cliffhanger, sort of ish, not really, but we're gonna meet like a new character coming soon, called Nami, I think, and we're just like following basically Luffy as he gets his crew. And I am really enjoying this. I didn't think I would enjoy this, but I really am. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep now and update you in the morning tomorrow. Well, probably later, but anyway, see ya. Hey, so I have read a lot of this today, and I've also been listening to another audiobook, and I'm like literally like 20 minutes left of that audiobook, and it was like 12 hours, and I've read to page like 550 something, so I have like 50 pages left, but it's currently 10 to 12. I'm gonna go downstairs and ring in the new year with like my family, and then afterwards, like when I come up to bed or whatever, probably won't be that long, I will finish reading this and finish listening to that. I'm gonna count both of them as December and 2023 reads, because literally I've read like the vast majority in that year and that month. So I am counting this as a 600 page 2023 read, and it will go towards my book bingo. I make up the rules, so what, the last 50 pages was in 2024, whatever. Anywho, we go ring in the new year, and then I will give you an update when I've finished this, and see you then. I ended up finishing volume 3 of One Piece, and I enjoyed them. Like, it was fine. Like, it was a fun time mostly. I think I'll probably end up giving this like a 4 stars, 3.75 maybe, something like that. Basically what happens in volume 2 is Luffy and Zolo like go to this like new like town place, and they meet this new girl, Nami, and she's like a thief, and sort of things happen, and then there's like a main pirate guy there, which is this person, Captain Buggy the Clown, and he is freaking scary because like he's a clown, and like clowns are scary, but he's also a pirate. Anywho, and it's just like how like him and his like crew have like taken over this town, and like it's basically like been totally deserted, and just sort of like how they're trying to like defeat him. And there's this really adorable dog called like Choo Choo, I believe, and his story is like, oh, I was getting emotional. Basically his like owner told him to like watch after this pet store whilst he went to hospital, but he hasn't come back, and the dog is just like there like the whole time, just like watching over this store, even though there's like literally like no one there, just like these like pirates that just come randomly by and like bomb like houses, and it's because like that's like his treasure, and it's just, oh, it was sad. He was so, oh, little chow chow or choo choo. Yeah, so yeah, that was thing. That was volume 2, and then the same story sort of like follows into volume 3. Same with Buggy the Clown, and then also they go on to like visit these 2 other islands, and it's just sort of like more developing of the story and just how it's like going along. I don't know if I'm really going to continue it. I might. I'm not like blown away by it. But yeah, if I see it like maybe like in a charity shop, or like I did with this omnibus, or maybe like online, but probably not for a while. I'm not like that invested, and I just feel like it's not my genre really, like pirates and this sort of story. I'm very much grounded in like contemporaries and literary, like things I enjoy more. So, but overall it was fun. I would recommend it, and I completed the book bingo, which is really good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and Happy New Year everybody, because this is being posted on the 1st of January. Thank you for watching my videos over the last year, and hopefully you stay into this year, so make sure to subscribe and like this video if you did. I hope you have a nice year and a nice day today, and wherever you are in the world, and I shall be seeing you very soon for some end of the year content. Bye.